Hey, 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 you all. How are you? How are you? How are you? It is your girl, Latanya Washington here, and happy day, okay, to you. But I wanted to come on today and talk about the question of the customer, the consumer, the clientele, because many times, you guys, I'll have young people that are looking to get into business, whether they are students of mine or it could be small brands that are looking to put their brand out into the marketplace and really, really find customers. And so, what begins to happen many times is they'll put themselves out here on a social media platform with the high hopes immediately to obtain customers quickly. They'll post something and then begin to look after a day or two, like, how come people are not biting? How come I can't find any customers? What is really going on here? Well, what I begin to do is I begin to ask them this question, because here, you all, I want to talk about the customer journey or the buyer's process that many people go through. And so with that, I would say flip the question around. Not um, do not ask the question of how come I can't find any customers. Begin to ask yourself why customers do not buy. And not why do not they just not buy, but why are they not buying from me? Why are they not purchasing from something from me? Because at the end of the day, you all, let's look at this. There are a lot of reasons that impact the way people purchase, the buyer's process. It could be something that is externally, or it could be something that is internally. So let's begin to start here. When we talk about brand strategy and you're putting yourself out here in the marketplace, um, you have to ask yourself these questions. First question is, what am I purposed out here to do? What is this brand that I'm putting out in the market? What is it purposed to do? Second question is, who are the people that it is to touch? Who are the people that it is supposed to connect to that really, really can benefit from my product or benefit from my service? So you have to ask yourself those two questions. All right. And if you do not know the answer, come on, scoot on back, because now we have to figure out what it is that we need to do in order to take away all clutter and to make sure that we are very clear on what my product or my service is to do and who it is supposed to touch. So now, after we figure that thing out there, now we have to look at my product, my service. All right. Because now we're looking at why customers do not buy. Well, first and foremost, you might put yourself out here, um, and they just don't want what it is that you have. You can have a coupon to the zoo. Well, and maybe you selling memberships to the zoo. Well, guess what? If I don't want to go to the zoo, I don't want your product, huh? It's that plain and simple. All right. So you have to say people don't buy from me because they just don't want it. And guess what? You have to be okay with people not wanting that product or wanting your service. Be okay with that, because there are people out here that do. You just need to find where they are. All right. Whether you are connecting people on a social media platform, or you're connecting to people out in the streets, or you're at a networking function and you're being very purposeful on allowing people to know what it is that you do. All right. So the next thing is, you guys, when we look at why people don't purchase or why people are not buying from you, it could be it could be an external factor. Let's go there first. Maybe what it is that you have to offer, they're interested in it. However, maybe they don't have the money for it right now. All right. So now let's look at this. As a brand, what is it that you need to do, or what can you do just in case you have people who are interested in what it is that you have to purchase, but maybe they don't have the money right now. So maybe for you, prior to you putting yourself out there, do you have something in place where maybe they can obtain a membership where they're paying for something monthly, or every 2 weeks? Every time they get paid, it's something that's set up to where they can put money down on that actual product or that service, and it can go from there. Maybe you have price pointed your product or your service so to where you're allowed to give them a coupon or a discount for first time buyers. All right. I want you to begin to think about these things that people go through, and these are people that might be there, they are interested in your product, but they don't have the money right now. Okay. So take away all obstacles. All right. Don't allow for any excuse. All right. So you want to begin to look at that. Another thing is, you guys, why people may not buy from you is maybe you are not showing up enough. Because at the end of the day, people have the mindset, the people, customers, clientele, first of all, they have to like you. They have to get to know you, and then they have to be able to trust you. All right. And so we have to begin to look at those factors too. So look at all these factors that go into place. So you, as a small brand, you have to think about all this. All of this, you guys, is part of strategy. All right. We're going down the line, and we're taking away all the things that will keep people away. This is the customer journey, because people have a tendency, we have patterns. Customers have patterns. Think about you when you're thinking about a product or you're thinking about a service, and you might be interested, but you're like, I don't have the money right now, but I sure wish I can get it. But they don't have anything in place to where I can actually pay for something, or maybe there's a coupon or something available and I can go from there. All right. So we have to begin to look at those things, why people do not buy from you. Another thing is, you guys, we're not showing up consistently enough. Maybe we're not attending and getting out and attending these networking functions. We're not getting out here in the streets and being a vendor or at a trade show. Maybe we're not utilizing our social media platforms, or we're not on the right platform where we know our particular audience will be. And we just are just la-di-da posting something just we throwing stuff up in the air with the hopes of somebody will bite. All right. Another thing is, especially if you have people who are interested, possibly interested in your product, remember, we always have to give to get. You have to give to get. And what do I mean by that? This is where a lot of times we talk about a lead magnet. What can I give to get? It could be, maybe you have a sample that you can provide to people. Maybe it is a free downloadable. Maybe it is a coupon. So what am I giving? I'm giving away something for free in order to get their email addresses, their telephone numbers, all of those things, so I can stay in constant connection with them. Now, another thing is, I'm gonna tell you, it was last month. I went to go get my car wash, and I'm gonna tell you, this is what a tripwire looks like, you all. I went to go get my car wash, paid money to get the full service, and I guess they had this big special that was going on to where they allowed people to join, get their car washes for free for 30 days. All right. You can come in, get your car washed free for 30 days. You can come in every day if you wanted to. All right. I thought that was amazing because, of course, I can come get my car washed at any time, because I got a tendency to maybe go get my car washed once a month. Don't judge me. Do not judge me today. All right. But it is what it is. My car is parked in the garage, so it's all good. No, sometimes I need to get washed more than what I was doing. But I found myself excited about it because I was able to go get it washed for free. Now, the key thing is, here was the tripwire. You got it, you were able to use it for, get your car washed for 30 days for free anytime. You can come in every hour, on the hour, every week, whatever you wanted to do. But after the 30 days, of course, you had the ability to join a membership, and it was still at a discounted rate. It wasn't bad at all. All right. That was the Tripwire, and you had to download their app. All right. So now what happened? Now they have my information. And so but I showed interest in it, in getting my car washed. And so those are the things, you guys, and where we are. What are we putting in place in order to show up and to be consistent and to be able to send out an email or to send out that text message to people? You know, because the mentality of people as well, you all, let me tell you what people have a tendency to do. They may be interested in your product, but what do we have a tendency to do? And you do it. We all do it because we're clients and we're customers. Now we're looking around. We're looking to see, find out who else is doing the same thing you're doing, because we're judging these things. We're judging the functionality of a thing, and we're judging pricing of a thing. We're looking at all these other factors that go into place. That's the mentality of people. Now we're searching. We're interested, but we have a tendency to start looking around like, because I ain't giving up this money until I'm absolutely sure. But guess what happens when you are showing up? You're sending out a message. You are on your social media platforms. You are in these streets. You're at these vendors. Now people begin to search for you. So what happens? People have become more aware of you. All right. Now they begin to like you because what it is that you provide and what it is that you're saying, the things that you have, you're showing people this is what you do. All right. So now they begin to like you. So now we're going from that interest phase. And trust me, people don't buy immediately unless whoo, somebody already talked about you and they done said something. People hang around. All right. They just want to make absolutely sure that this is what they want, till they get to the point of, you all, after we've gone through the process and we're doing things greatly and we're doing things correctly and we're being consistent, they now go to the state of purchase or conversion. All right. Once again, whether it is a membership or it is something that you have to offer, could be even an event that you have going on. All right. Um, Now that they go to the state of conversion. So let me tell you all this. It don't stop there. Do not stop as soon as someone purchased something. You still need to be showing up. When they purchase something, send them a thank you note. Send them a thank you message via email. Send them something just to say, we appreciate you so much. And there are other things that we do as well, but we'll talk about that later. All right. In the process, because after people purchase from you, now they got to test that thing out. Now they got to use that product. They got to put that product on. They got to look at this hair. Oh, did it work? Did this, what they said, this downloadable, did it work well for me? Because if it did, you guys, they'll come back. This is where loyal customers come into play. All right. So you all see the process that people have a tendency to go through. Now you have loyal people. Now what happens? You know, what can they do? Word of mouth goes a long way. Now they have their friends that might be in search of something in particular, and they might invite them to something, or they have them, they now purchase that product as well. And this is where loyal customers come into play. And this is where new customers come into play. So now we begin to evaluate and we look at, I want you all to begin to see why strategy is such a necessity. We have to map the blueprint out. We have to begin to look at everything, the resources we need to have in place. We need to make sure we do all of these things so we take away the pressure of people buying from us. Now, once again, remember, everyone's not going to buy. And then you also have to remember, people don't buy right now. And then you have to evaluate, what am I making sure that I have in place to ensure they come back for more? Do I have other things in place for them to buy? Or is this was it? There's nothing left. All right. We have to evaluate those things. Think about when you go to the nail shop. You think about it. We go to the nail shop and they put them that stuff. What is that stuff they put on them, acrylic nails? Well, guess what begins to happen? People may come back, but they may not come back for another month. So in the process, what do they have to do? What you find out a lot of times they put acrylics on you, but I'm telling you right now, they put those acrylics on you, but sometimes them acrylics don't last long because they want you to come back for more and more. All right. Because the opportunity is out there, especially since we are utilizing these platforms, you guys, how people are able to go to other people. They do not have to purchase from you. And so you have to be mindful of those things as well. And so with that, why people do not buy all of these things that I said previously. So don't think about, oh, customers, 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 customers. Begin to evaluate why they don't buy from you. Why are they not purchasing from your brand? What is truly, truly going on? And what are the resources? What are the things that I need to make sure that I have in place to where people are consistently coming back? They're becoming advocates of what it is that I have to offer. And we're making sure that we are taking care of our customers. There is a thing called the buyer's process. They do go through a process. And what begins to happen as well, you all, what happens for you as a business, it will also begin to show you areas that you want to begin to look at that you can improve on. All right, we missed this step. So what can I put in place? What do I need to make sure that I have in place so my business can continue to thrive? Because people can fall through a loophole. Now you have to ask yourself the question, how do I not just I don't want to put a band-aid on that loophole. I need to put some cement on that loophole. But that's how a business grows. And that's why customers come back. Once again, ask yourself, why customers do not buy. These are just some things that I wanted to provide to you, that we can begin to ensure that we have things in place as a brand, as a small brand, as an individual that's looking to begin to advance in the marketplace. Start looking at those things that way so you can take away all obstacles, anything that is forbidding people from stepping back and just saying, I'm not sure. I don't know. People will begin to look at other people. Then they'll start comparing between you and the others. The question is, what is that value? Maybe that value is I'm just showing up and sending a birthday message, or I'm sending something easy. I'm always providing a coupon. I'm giving away something that could be 75% off. I have a payment plan in place. I have other products that they may want. Those are things that keep people and keep clients and keep customers coming back for more. And I want you all to begin to think about those things. All right. So that's it for today. I just wanted to stop in and just share that information with you all. Remember, we are here for you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Miss Latanya Washington. As a matter of fact, let me show that. Make sure you subscribe, like what it is that we have here for you, because I'm going to be coming back talking more and more in regards to the buyer's process, the customer journey, brand, um, the reputation management, all of these things, social media marketing, because at the end of the day, we want to see you thrive. We all want to thrive in the marketplace. We want to make sure that we're connecting to our audience. Remember, everyone's not going to purchase from you. But guess what? There are multiple people, multiple companies, multiple organizations out there that will. You need to make sure that you are showing up and providing them the things that they need. And you're trying to make the process as seamless as possible. There's more to it, but we'll talk about more about that later. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.